it is Andrew Michael and welcome to this week's Power Rangers episode review. Today we are reviewing Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2 Episode 5, and I'm going to be telling you guys whether or not you should go out of your way to watch this episode. Now, with all that being said, let's get into this review. Also, I want to know in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of this week's episode? And also, let me know, did you like the things they did in today's episode? Let me know what you thought about this episode in general. So overall, I thought this was actually a really good episode of Power Rangers. Like, for those who haven't watched this episode yet, basically what happens here is that we start off with the thing we saw in the preview clip where Cruz shows off that he is a really good shooter. And so this plays into the whole part of this episode where Cruz starts off by showing the Rangers their training, and the Rangers then go to a part where they can't shoot the moving target, but Cruz shoots it in the first shot. And so then we go and Devin recruits Cruz to join the team. We get to our first fight with the Gigatron, and basically this Digitron is his name. He digitizes any of the technology by taking the technology and sucking it up and absorbing it as data for the monster. So then Cruz and the Rangers then go off to fight the monster of the week. They do a pretty good job until Cruz then gets caught by the monster of the week like we saw in the previous clip. Cruz gets sucked up and digitized by the monster of the week. And then Devin is all sad because he knows it's his fault that Cruz got involved with fighting the monster this week. So then Devin and Nate are like, well, what if we come up with a way to use Jack and Smash to counter the monster of the week's new power? I do like the fact they did this because what it showed is that they didn't just suck up Cruz, it played a part into the monster of the week, and the monster of the week was more powerful now that he had sucked up Cruz. So they came up with a way to use Smash and Jax to counter the monster of the week. So then we get to the part where they develop the Beast X mode, and this is where we get to see the brand new visor that we have been teased. The Rangers go and fight off the monster of the week for the second time, and then they get their butts kicked, and this is where we see the debut of Beast X mode. Now this is actually really cool, honestly, because this is the armored version of the Rangers, and it really proved to counter what the monster of the week had. And they also had, Devin had a key where he absorbed Cruz back out from the monster of the week, so then Devin now had the power to morph up into Beast X mode, which, like I said, it looks really cool. I am glad they actually did this now because I was kind of expecting them to like come back from the hiatus and then do something like that. But instead we got it before the hiatus, so that's actually really cool that they're doing this. And so we see the three Rangers then morph up into Beast X mode where Devin has Cruz inside of him and the other two have their respective B spots as well absorbed. So now they have the combined powers of the Rangers themselves along with the power of the B spots, and they come together and they fight off the monster of the week. We see Skrull getting chewed out because, well, it was his fault that his monster of the week once again failed. So now Evux comes up with a plan to then try to capture Nate again. I don't know how they're going to do that for next time, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see for next week's episode. And then we get to the end, and we didn't get a Gigatron, and we didn't get a Megazord fight, which I kind of was expecting. But at the same time, I was like, you know, it would have been nice if we had seen, like, them using Beast X mode as, like, a Megazord form to then have more power to take down the monster of the week in Megazord mode. But either way, I think it's fine. But I would say there was a lot of stuff that went down in this episode to where I would say if you have not watched this episode, I would definitely go to watch this episode. And the reason is because of the fact we got the debut of the Beast X mode, which is the armored version of the Rangers. And so I do like the fact that they did this, and I really am glad that this episode went as well as it did. Overall, what do I think of this episode? Like I said, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was fantastic. I thought the way that Devin handled himself as a failed leader, but then the Rangers coming back to rally with him, I really felt like that was nice, honestly, because Devin now seems more like he's acknowledging that he is a leader, but he's also acknowledging the fact that sometimes he will mess up, which I do like that he's doing now. And it really adds a lot more of the straight line storytelling where it just makes sense, rather than when we saw like in Megaforce, when they got the powered up versions, they were like, hey, we found these new powered up versions, let's go. They didn't develop it, right? It didn't make sense when they were doing this. It was just the episodes were, oh, the Rangers did something. But then out of nowhere, Ghostface like, here, I found up some powered up versions, here you go. Like, it didn't really make sense. Here in Beast Morphers, it makes sense how they got the new powered up versions and how Devin was able to use his powered up versions after they got Cruz back from the Monster of the Week. Overall, I really like this episode. If I had to rate it, I would give it a 4.5 thumbs up out of 5. Not quite a 5 out of 5 because it wasn't like, oh my god, this is a cool episode. If they had the Megazord fight in this and they had the Beast X form with that, I would have given it a 5 out of 5. But since we didn't get that, I'm not saying it was a bad episode without it, but I am saying with everything else that happened, it really is a solid A. So that's it for my review. What did you guys think about this week's episode? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, let me know, are you excited for Power Rangers Beast Morphers this week and next week? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Also, if you have not liked this video and you like this video, make sure to like it. And also, if you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss a single video. Until next time, I'm Andrew Michael, and I will see you guys in the next one. Go, go, Power Rangers.